Then there was some protest in Benton. I think a lot of people might have been asked. But
What was that one?
What was that one for, Trey?
It was just a story time for trans children.
Oh, they did a story time for trans children and people protested it?
Well, yeah, you know who Kevin Witt is? You ever heard of him? Here's Kevin Witt. He got fired from the Republican Party in Texas for showing up to the January 6th stuff. And he's been showing up to a lot of protests ever since. You know, he showed, the last time I saw him in person, he was at we were at a...
White Lives Matter.
Yeah. Which side do you think he was on?
The black guy's side, obviously.
Nope. He was there screaming, "White people are superior. Thank you for making me famous."
I don't remember that part exactly, but he was definitely there defending sort of their right to, you know, be white supremacists, I guess.
What was Kevin Witt's position? What did he lose on?
He was like a field organizer, I believe. Some sort of field organizer.
Oh, thank you, guys. I hope there's some people. I'm going to go sit over there. One guy got so mad at me, I came in my next question and just started like, get out of here. These guys show up for no reason. For no reason, dude. Everybody's so aggressive. Like, listen, I consider myself a liberal, dude. I don't even consider myself conservative at all, but people see me in a tie like, oh my God, he's a conservative. It's like, dude, why is there so much animosity?
Are you still hanging out with the Q people or Conspiracy Castle, right?
Yeah, I went and got a bunch of, I mean, I just posted that for my channel. I don't think JFK Jr. is coming back.
Or Michael Jackson?
Dude, you think I'm fucking retarded, dude? I'm a comedian. I just like messing with those people because it's easy to bring them in to their own lives. You think JFK Jr. is actually...
You're a comedian? Yeah. Tell me a joke.
Dude, I got a bunch of them. Look, go on my YouTube. I got a bunch of them.
Well, shit, I'm a comedian too. What joke do you start every show with?
You know, it's different every time, but, you know, I guess I would say I talk about the difference. This is a problem with society. Did you know this? A&W Root Beer, when they got in the hamburger business, they did a nationwide market survey, and they asked people what they thought was a better value: a third-pound burger for $3.99 or a quarter-pounder burger for $4.09. Overwhelmingly, everybody said the quarter-pounder because they thought 1/4 was more than 1/3. So it just proves how dumb society is.
Yep.
So I just talk about that.
That's more of a sad fact, not a joke, though.
Yeah, I know. I know, I like sad facts. It's anti-humor. I'm an anti-humorist.
Like, you know, a farce is funny in a way, right?
Well, I don't know. QAnon's kind of a farce of society, and they're just sad sometimes.
Yeah, well, first as tragedy, then as farce, and then as just...
Eventually it'll be funny again.
Yeah, maybe, if you repeat the cycle enough times, I guess.
Then they're going to come back so that JFK can die, and then rise again.
What's one of your jokes?
Well, I'm actually a new pet owner recently. I've discovered there's a lot about pet ownership that nobody tells you, like dental hygiene. I never knew what I was supposed to do, so I watched a lot of YouTube videos, like how to brush your pet's teeth. And after watching those, I came to the conclusion that I really need obedience training more than anything, because I just cannot get that fish to stay still.
There you go. You're brushing the fish. You don't brush the teeth of fish. You know, fish do have teeth, though. You know that.
I know.
That is good. I wonder if you actually could brush a fish's teeth.
Not effectively. I've tried. They just keep blubbing around everywhere.
Those fake memes where they put like dentures in the teeth in a fish's mouth?
I've seen them on cats and dogs.
That's like one of my favorite memes. I always wanted to look at that stuff so much like that.
How's it going?
How's it going? How are you?
Working hard, hardly working.
A little bit of both.
Just got here from Denton.
Okay, how did the Denton go?
It went fine. It was a lot of it. Well, yeah. There were like 50 to 75 trans allies versus like 12 or 13 other people. There was a pack of white supremacists that hung around at a bar, tried to get close to them, but nothing happened. Meanwhile, we got Conspiracy Castle over there. I think he's a right-wing streamer.
Is that the guy in the black?
He's the guy in the suit.
Oh, okay. I'm watching the guy with the tan pad, black top, black bottoms.
I think that's a homeless guy.
Is it?
Probably.
Okay.
We already had threats of one guy with a gun.
Yes, I saw that.
On the
internet or somewhere else?
Well, he replied to your tweet.
He replied to it.
Oh, the one I posted?
Yeah.
That fucking psycho?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not a local. You know, but still, like, that attitude is...
The reason why we're out here.
Right.
Anyway,
DPD's already got their choppers.
we got
around.
fountains.
Oh, yeah. They have a whole command center up the road.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I've been out here for like 45 minutes scouting.
Hello.
Hello again. Howdy.
All right, person to beware of, Conspiracy Castle over there. He was at the QAnon event that I went to.
Cool.
I already confronted him about it. He says that he's a comedian. He doesn't actually believe any of that stuff, but...
Guy in the suit?
Yeah.
Cops on the roof.
Which roof?
This way.
Cops on the roof? Oh, damn!
Where?
There they are!
Oh, yeah, there they are. Wow. I'll be damned.
I'll be damned!
They got their binoculars now.
There's just two of them. Meanwhile, we got these fountains. Let's get a water report. Oh, that water is cold. It's some cold water. Oh my God, it's so cold and refreshing. Don't drink the water. I'm not gonna drink the water. I'm just playing with the fucking water.
So
what the
are we
fuck?
marching? Do you know?
I have no idea. Scheduled from 2 to 5, so there might be something. I thought it was more of a rally than anything.
Did it?
Oh, let's go play in the butterflies. Wow, look at all this water that can't drain anywhere. These public fountains sure are a good idea. Shit, they really can't drain anywhere. They have nowhere to go. There's just a bunch of fucking water. This is a waste of public resources. Alright. One guy you should keep an eye on. Tan shirt, walking away from us. Huge buff, says freedom on the back. Saw him in the parking lot. That just gives me very chuddy vibes. So Ben.
On our side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
One person to keep an eye on, that guy in the tan shirt, jeans, really chuddy looking guy.
Yeah, I got to see the building.
Moving to the front of the federal building.
What? What's happening?
The guy you called out, they're just
Say what?
the guy you just called out, I think.
Conspiracy Castle?
No, the guy with the flag on the back of his head.
Oh.
They're just a news crew. I'm pretty sure he's just
They're news crew?
Yeah,
Bro.
right there.
News people don't get that buff without
That's
doing
good.
something on
No,
the
it's
side.
just their security guard. That's good to know. They usually have like a crew like that coming to an event like this. Usually has like one buff guy.
Okay. Probably meant for use during the summer. Well, why not winter? This cool and refreshing water is so cool and refreshing water.
I am on that. Hey, what's up?
And how is Mr. Big Dick Destroyer today? I thought about going to Whiskey Politics and just delivering like a 30-minute monologue about how my dick is the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, see, you know,
But I figured that might be tasteless.
yeah, you know, it doesn't even take that. All it takes is just, you know, describing a factual occurrence, and then, you know, them trying to turn that into, you know, some sort of pearl-clutching smear against you.
Yeah, and then they got your Twitter?
Oh, I got it back.
Excellent. So where
They
are we
can't
going?
make, no one can stop me but God, and I plan on attacking and dethroning God.
Oh.
So, there's that.
All right, you heard it here, folks. I am an undercover right-winger, and this man is going to kill God. He is going to destabilize the entire Republican platform by killing God. So what is your first act of benevolence when you overthrow and take over God?
end all of existence. Just it was a mistake. Just snuff it out. Just end the wheel of samsara, the life cycle of suffering. Just get rid of it. I'm just gonna snap it out of existence. Thanos, he got 50% of the way there.
Okay. So you're gonna go the other 100%?
Yeah, that's the best way to remove all suffering, is to just end it all.
Oh. All right, you heard it here first, folks. I know we got Chuds in chat. This man's gonna kill God.
Yep. Go full Thanos.
Is it hot outside? It's average. Feels nice. It's not really hot. It's not really cold. But that water, that's cold and refreshing water. That is... My hands are sticky because the water is so cold and refreshing. That's how you know it's good water. My hands are sticky. What's happening? All right. So now that we're here, we are outside of the Earl Cabela's federal building for an anti-Kyle Rittenhouse verdict demonstration. I don't know if there's going to be a march, if it's just a rally. I really don't know much about this event. We did have one actionable threat of a man with a gun. I'm here to make sure nobody gets shot, or that if they are, that their last moments are caught on camera with sad Titanic kazoo music. Sticky water happened. Water should not be sticky. Well, I don't make the water, okay? We got like 20 people here. We had more people show up for the trans story time. Texas water is sus. Look, I didn't make Texas. I didn't make water. I didn't make Texas water. Oh, hell yeah. A brony. Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Fuck yeah. Except Fluttershy is my wife.
Thank y'all so much for coming out this afternoon. And I just want to, of course, it's unfortunately we're all out here today, but I'm glad that we're all out here today. And we're going to go ahead and get started in like 5 minutes or so. So if y'all can just hang out for 5 more minutes. We'll go ahead and get this thing going.
Okay, you heard it here second, folks. We are gonna start in 5 minutes. This is the crowd right now.
What's up, Julie? Stuff's happening today. What else? Well, there's the unveiling of that memorial, and the lynching memorial in Dallas.
So, for those of you who don't know, Conspiracy Castle is here. I saw him at the QAnon event. Oh, we got an old Bernie bro out here. Can I get your sign?
Sign? Oh,
I just want to get your sign, yeah.
And he just came out with a book.
Hell yeah, excellent sign.
View? Yeah, that's right. A lot of people in CQS area.
Aw, that is a cute dog. Yeah.
You smell my babies? You're pretty, baby. Oh, hello, gorgeous.
Can I pet your dog? Hell yeah.
Exactly, like dog pets. Like, what you can't complain about?
Yeah, I'm letting people, they usually they can't.
Alright, we've pet 3 dogs today now.
How you been?
I am alive, so things could be better. Every day is pain and suffering in a capitalist society.
Oh yeah, I agree with you there. I'm fucking nervous with all these fucking cops around.
Why be nervous?
I don't know.
They won't do anything to us. Maybe pepper spray us a little, but you know, that just adds flavor to your next meal.
Yeah.
It's okay. The police aren't going to do anything. They might beat us. They might trample us. They might shoot us. But you know what? They'll never break our spirit. Until they actually do that.
I like that. Well, not the breaking our spirit.
They'll never break my bank
It was
account.
getting hopeful, and then
They'll never break my plastic straws. You know what?
Every week they don't make
dang it.
So is there going to be a march, an action, or is this just sort of like a rally?
Kind of depending on how many people show up. I'm not sure if we have enough right now. So it might just be a couple speeches and maybe a couple chants. I don't know.
Well,
I'm gonna have to get over the car. So, alright, I'm gonna try to project a little bit more. We're in Sydney with the Dallas Alliance Against Racism and Political Repression. We're part of the National Alliance Against Racism and Political Repression. The original, just a little bit about the alliance. The original alliance was founded in 1973, came out of the movement to free Angela Davis and all political prisoners. And the alliance today has been refounded in Chicago, so that's what we do. Fight for community-controlled police, justice for victims of police brutality, and freedom from political prisoners. So, if you're out here today, I think it goes without saying that racism exists in this country. Like how Rittenhouse is a racist. That the jury and the judge is racist, and that corruption in this country is stemmed from the roots and not just at the branches of the twig. We know that we can say without a shadow of a doubt that this is the work of white supremacy because, despite the race of Colin Hunt's victims, the context of these killings, it shows that his motive was suppression of the movement for Black Lives. You probably also know that it was not a mistake that the state sanctions racist murders, whether you're wearing a blue uniform or whether you just wish you were. The justice system, the electoral system, the economic system, it's not broken, it's working as it was designed to work for the people who are proud to be. But what does that mean for us? It do we protest? Why do we show up? Well, people like Rittenhouse, they think that the political platform of any of the organizations is to legalize looting or, ask for any free handouts. You know the things they say. It's scary how many people really do believe this. The same people who are getting screwed over by the same system we are, right? With a really disgusting sense of superiority. But the fact of the matter is there's only a few ways to build political power. You can build political power with money or with people, with solidarity, with action, and with organization. We don't have the money that the political establishment has. But what we can do is build power from the ground up. Because every progressive victory, every small increment of change has been won this way. It's not been won by people being quiet, it's been won by people coming out, standing in solidarity, and letting the powers that be know that this is not what we accept. So let's also be clear that we don't...
It's Conspiracy Castle. I don't know if that's Alex Stein.
About revenge. It's not about revenge. It's about justice. People like Anti-Rittenhouse are about revenge, right? He was out here stalking people across straight lines. Oh, these people need to be punished. We're not about punishment, we're about justice. And when we say we want justice, that's just a recognition that this never should have happened. What it means for us is changing the levers of power. Changing
So, yeah, Alex Stein.
between
I already called him out on the QAnon thing. He's like, I don't believe it.
we can't be narrow-minded also. We have to be organized, we have to be strategic. So some people might think the only thing that matters is protesting. Some people might think the only thing that matters is voting. And it's not that way. We have to be very strategic and think about the different avenues of power that are available, right? But it is about organization. It is about coming together. It is about building a sustained movement. And so please, we need you. We need everybody. So get in touch with us. Get in touch with other organizations represented here. But yeah, we're here because we're about justice, and it didn't happen. So we have to come out and take it. And get to that. So I'm gonna hand it off to Kawana is going to speak first, and then we have a couple of other speakers.
That's a hell of a fire.
Good afternoon, y'all. You guys hear me good? Alright, let's do a little chant. This thing going, alright? Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole
Damn system is guilty as hell.
Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. That includes people that cosplay as cops too.
On the contrary,
My name
Mr.
is
Green,
Juan, and I am with the Dallas Clash
I don't think it was justified.
Repression. And first I'd like to thank you all today. And I'd like to just talk a little bit about how this all happened, like right before our eyes.
I think everyone involved made bad decisions.
Firstly, starting with the favoritism, the blatant favoritism by the judge. Down to the people, the most qualified person, the most supposedly unbiased person, the judge, created an environment during that trial that was such a blatant, obvious, and such a disregard for the decorum of how the American justice system is purported to work. We know it never works that way, actually. But they didn't even try this time. Much like Amber Geiger, who got a Bible from the judge after her conviction. You know so many people who get a Bible after their conviction from the judge? This judge allowed for Kyle Rittenhouse to take a pick, literally with his hand, 6 of his 3 alternates. How many people get that kind of liberty? The judge also, when a character witness for Kyle Rittenhouse, who was a veteran, allowed for the sanctity of the courtroom to be broken with a round of applause. It's not a bar concert, it's a courtroom, but apparently it's just as much of a show. You all knew what was going to happen from the beginning, but I'd like to at least see them try for it to be a fair trial. Kyle Rittenhouse was a child, 17 years old. In the eyes of this country, a minor. But how have we previously treated minors who are guilty of crime in this country? Let's start with George Stinney in 1929 in South Carolina, who was executed at the age of 14 years old for a crime that he was later exonerated for. That's what's starting the stage here. Let's talk about Trayvon Martin, who was literally executed in our media, white and colored as a criminal, when his only crime was literally being murdered. How about Toya Brown, who in self-defense, much like our Kyle Rittenhouse, killed her abuser and spent 15 years in jail to later be released. These are teenagers, 14 to 17 years old. Were any of them tried as minors? They were tried as criminals and adults. And that's not to say that everyone should be treated the same and that we want revenge. We just want justice, fair treatment, consistency. And if you notice,
If you stick around, I can give you my 2 cents on it, but I can't do that right now.
People we feel are offenders, or people who we feel are worthy of humanization in this country. Now that we've decided that Kyle Rittenhouse acted in self-defense, we've changed the landscape of what self-defense truly means in this country. How often are women who feel their abusers in self-defense convicted for murder? Upwards of 85%. These are women in their own homes protecting themselves. Murder charges convicted. Also, too, we've created the idea that it's acceptable to do the dirty work of the police now. It's a big deal if the police kill a protester. We've as a country decided that is wrong. We've gotten there, and that's progress. But now, essentially, what we've done is given a green light for people that feel like their lives are in danger to murder people at protests with a successful defense on record. So now the cops won't do it, but they're sure not going to stop anyone that wants to do it themselves. Much like our abortion law here. You can't federally be prosecuted for getting an abortion, but we've greenlighted the idea that private parties can now intervene in the rights that we've created for some, but not for others. So now that Kyle had this clean record, does this mean that this will just be sealed in his juvenile record and not talked about ever again? Not a stain that he'll have to carry for the rest of his life? Does this mean he gets to be like George Zimmerman who toured the country signing bags of Skittles? Encouraging vigilante justice? As long as it falls in line with white supremacy, we have decided that vigilante justice is fine. And I don't mean we as the people here, but I mean the state.
Green, you seem awfully eager to shoot somebody in self-defense. This is the exact kind of problematic behavior that we were talking about with Rittenhouse. He went not only across state lines, but at 17 years old, you shouldn't have a gun in the first place. I don't know what the law is in Wisconsin. Apparently 17-year-olds are allowed to have guns there, which is why the charge was dropped. I still think it's asinine. He chose to go to somebody else's city to defend property. Nobody goes to another city to defend property. First off, he chose to make himself a willing combatant and chose to put himself in a position in which he would have to make that choice. That's not self-defense. He specifically chose to go there, not to mention his other comments about how he wished he could shoot the looters and rioters. Video evidence that was not shown. The video that's circulating about him punching a woman first. The fact that he talked about going there and wishing he could shoot people. He didn't go there attempting to defend his life or somebody else's property. He went there to put himself in a position to shoot someone. And whether or not he was rushed first, because if you look at it just ectopically, sure, it looks like self-defense. But the fact is, he made himself a willing combatant in the area. That's not self-defense. That's involving yourself in a war, and that nullifies self-defense.
There's a murderer cry on the stand, blubbering openly, and the judge says, it's okay, honey. It's all right. Here, let's take
And yes.
Let's take a quick break. Nobody gets that. Except for the people that our state feels like is in line with their ideals and making sure that their agenda is furthered without dirtying their own hands.
Am I as mad at the felon carrying a gun? I mean, yeah, I don't think that felons should be carrying guns.
But the people who
That's
wake up every
the
day,
law.
do their jobs, take care of their families, and still make time to come out here, represent what
So
they do.
Kyle made a mistake by going there in the first place under false pretenses.
That's what heroism is.
Whoever was a felon made a choice, a bad choice, to carry a gun. But the fact that they were a felon, or whatever else that the media wants to portray these people as, is inconsequential to what
And
happened.
we don't create an environment where people feel like that's okay. And that's why we're here today, to let people know
Gage was a felon? Okay.
that this is how
Great.
change
He shouldn't have been
happens.
carrying.
You don't have to change by going across
But the
state
fact that he was a
lines
felon
with
does not mean that he gets to get shot and die. He wasn't shot because he was a felon.
Can do better, and we will do better, as long as we stand together.
So
and make
whoever
sure
these
that
people
everyone
are,
else
or whatever they did,
understands that
it's
this does
not relevant to the
fly by
case
night.
at all.
This does not happen outside of the gaze of all of us. And thank you all so much for physically, spiritually, emotionally being present here in this moment, so that as history goes along, this did not happen quietly. Let's check that one more time. All right. Convict! Convict! Indict! Put these killer cops to jail! The whole damn system is guilty as hell! Indict! Convict! Put these killer cops in jail! The whole damn system is guilty as hell!
So let me ask you something, Mr. Green. If Kyle was black, do you think he would have gotten off?
The whole damn system is guilty as hell! Thank y'all.
I think that's something you need to ask yourself. Regardless of the facts of the case, if Kyle Rittenhouse was black, would he have gotten off?
U.S. Marshal.
Cool.
Oh no, we're bigger, girl.
Oh. Whew. All right. Well, hard R warning from that guy. Not sure what that was about.
And the media coverage of it has. The long hot summer of 2020 is an echo of the long hot summer of 1967. And this latest chapter of it is a reaffirmation of the 400-year precedent. There is a reason apartheid South Africa and Nazi Germany took more than a few notes when they saw what the U.S. was doing. Let's not delude ourselves that the acquittal of Kyle Rittenhouse was a miscarriage of justice or some irrationality.
It is justice seen through the eyes of white supremacy. So you must ask yourself, justice for who? Not us, not the downtrodden masses. It is rational that the state protects itself and its own. When that court acquitted Kyle Rittenhouse, it was acquitting itself. It was the state saying, I am not guilty of the last 400 years.
Oh no, black people get found innocent all the time. The problem is they are disproportionately found guilty and are sometimes put in jail for the simple crime of resisting arrest, which means they did nothing except resisted getting arrested for nothing. Trayvon Martin died because of a pack of Skittles. A Tatiana Jefferson, Breonna Taylor.
This knowledge of how the system operates affords us a glimpse into the minds of our oppressors, though.
Kyle's guilty because what about blacks? That's not the case here.
Rather than confront the realities of the nature of our society, they are more than willing to pull triggers. When they see the great masses of people yearning for an end to the crimes of the police, they cower and become violent. It's a sign that the protests were enough to have these cowards shaking in their jackboots. So
what about the black kid in Mansfield who shot 4 people at school and was released that same day?
Do not let these cowards.
I don't know anything about that. Where is Mansfield?
All power to the people.
And why are there so many men in the field?
White supremacists if he killed white people.
Oh, there he goes.
Kyle Rittenhouse, if he's lying. Wait, I don't understand. How is he racist if he killed white people? I know, but answer that. How is he racist?
It's just long people to disrupt and to get in our faces.
These people are disorganized.
There it is. I was wondering when he would pop off.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Kyle Rittenhouse, you white
Get out of here! No.
How is Kyle Rittenhouse a white supremacist?
No, get out of here.
Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse killed the white people. How is he a white supremacist?
Get out of here. Get that way. All right.
Kyle Rittenhouse a white supremacist.
Get out of here.
He killed white people.
We already addressed that. We already
All right.
Get better material if you're going to help us, buddy.
How is he a racist?
All right. Anyway.
Hey.
Get out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Move the hell along.
I'm not putting you out. I'm telling you to move.
Let me see your badge.
You guys are kicking me out.
I'm at a public park.
We got it, guys. Thank you so much. You can go ahead and go back over there and do what you do, bro. You're good. There you go. Leave him alone. Go over there. There you go.
And he's now shouting something. So it looks like he drives a white SUV. This fucking police officer over here patronizing me. Can I pet your dog?
She may not let you here.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, all right.
Did you do dinner today too?
I did, yeah.
It goes a very long way. I was reading the other day about Christmas addicts. Y'all probably all heard about him in history in school. He was one of the victims of the Boston Massacre, right? 1773 in Boston, shot by British troops. Christmas addicts was black, or to be more exact, he was African and he was indigenous, and he was killed by the troops. And the troops were eventually put on trial there in Boston, a big political scandal. It was one of the things that launched the American Revolution. And John Adams worked as their defense attorney, right? John Adams, who was himself, of course, an American revolutionary and a future president and all this, defended the troops who shot down Americans. And his defense argument focused very heavily on the fact that the first person they killed was black, and the threat that he posed to them just by being black. So that's how deep it is in this country. And that's why it's so difficult to
Yeah, we're gonna get Alex Stein's license plate here. NKW0690. NKW0690. Do with that information as you will.
Far too many white people are comfortable with widespread poverty in this country because it occurs so often among people of color, among black people, among indigenous people, particularly, of course, on reservations and so on. And the fight against racism, when it succeeds, it will make inequality, in my opinion, impossible to tolerate in this country. Because once we see that we are...
I mean, you can be found not guilty, but it doesn't mean you're innocent. The fact is, Rittenhouse exhibited a lot of aggressive tendencies. He beat up a girl. 2 weeks earlier, he was talking about how he wanted to shoot people. And then he went to an area that he knew would be highly contentious so that he could put himself in a position to shoot people and get away with it. He later posed with Proud Boys with the white power symbol, which is why we're saying that Kyle Rittenhouse was a white supremacist, because he posed with Proud Boys, 3%ers. My roommate was calling me, so I apologize for the Muppet Show theme song.
It's scary, you know what I mean? It is. But our only defense is our solidarity. Our only defense is how we look out for each other, protect each other. So please, get to know someone.
What white power symbol?
Get involved and continue to fight. Because, okay, I'm going to end with this. So repeat after me. This is from my Sonic Court. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and support each other.
We must love each other and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Thank you, everybody.
Give us opportunities for developing organizations and build relationships. Yeah, I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, I figured chat would be a little contentious today. Mods, you are free to bop anyone you wish. I'm really not in the educating mood today. I've already given my stance. Rittenhouse was found not guilty, but that doesn't mean he was innocent. Was that an alien on the motorcycle? Can you post a link to a tweet just about Rittenhouse being filmed by Tucker? I mean, I guess. I can't stop you.
This is totally impromptu, and I appreciate the opportunity to extend greetings and salutations from the Communist Party, USA. Yes, we are real. We haven't faded away. Most of the time, we're very busy inside labor unions.
Not guilty means innocent? Oh. Who was that bitch that murdered her child and was pronounced not guilty?
However, nobody's going to keep me.
The one that left their child in like the trunk of a hot car? Who was that?
You know, it's white supremacy writ large. Our Communist Party has come out very.
Casey Anthony, yeah, we all know she was guilty, and she was found not guilty. Does that mean she was innocent? No.
Check with us if not.
I'm sure there are a lot of serial killers that were found innocent in a court of law. They were guilty as fuck. People get found not guilty all the time, even though they did the crime.
Regime for 400 years.
Oh, Nestle has been using child slave labor, and the United States ruled that they are not guilty of it because the crimes didn't appear on U.S. soil.
Obviously, there aren't nearly enough. But then let's also be real. Demonstrations are not going to do shit. They're going to build relationships. They're going to build solidarity of certain kinds, and that's great. But by themselves, we need to think of more proactive approaches.
I'm not using an iPhone.
Now, but CP is with you, and let's get this thing done. Thank you.
Anybody else would like to speak?
Boy.
Anybody?
I don't like where this is going.
Thank you all for coming out here and showing solidarity. Of course, we're here to condemn the verdict that came out in the favor of Kyle Rittenhouse. It was absolute shit, by the way. A sham. Our justice system is a sham. And just a reflection of how this country operates. If we allow criminals to get away scot-free. You saw that guy over here was smiling and laughing his ass off. That's the kind of white supremacy this country allows. And
Here comes the chud bath, yep.
Every second.
Mods, do your thing, please.
It's so permissive. And we
I know what comes after I explode in views like this.
In every segment, we have to burn white supremacy to the ground, burn it from the root, so that not one blade of grass of that racist system grows again. Scorch the earth. Let it grow anew. Let us build a new system. There's a bunch of orgs out here today. I'm from the Dallas Alliance Against Racism and Political Oppression. We're a historical organization that was active since the 70s. We fought for Angela Davis. And we're continuing the fight today.
Chat mysteriously stopped. Are you guys still here?
We're fighting to control the police budget, the hiring and firing of officers. That's something for later. Why we're here today is here to condemn
Excellent.
this bullshit verdict.
And after this, I'm supposed to play buckball with my
Does
friends.
anybody else think it's bullshit? Bullshit! I want y'all to call bullshit. Bullshit! Say it louder. Bullshit! Say it 3 times. Bullshit! 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 Bullshit!
Follower only, excellent. Thank you, Snaggle.
Why are we out here today? In front of the federal building. Right? Reflection of the justice system. That is a corrupt body we're here basically to condemn it, to say that it's not enough. We saw the violent protests last year, how protesters would attack, you know, and it's continued to this year. Over this year, we've seen
Yeah, COVID causes sterility. It's mostly Republicans contracting it. Soon enough, they won't be able to breed. And they did it to themselves. What a shame.
Gets justice, and the perpetrators are condemned, sent to prison, indicted, and convicted. We cannot let these white supremacists run around scot-free. All part of the people.
All part of the people.
Anybody else want to speak?
Mic's open.
The camera I'm using is made from components derived from child labor.
Alright. Once again, I guess you can't stop thanking y'all for coming out today because this is what it's about. Us being together, recognizing one another, and seeing the truth in each other's eyes. And we're going to just go ahead and wrap everything up. Thanks everyone for coming. Anyone else feel like they have a burning desire? Just share with us. If not, I'll just close this out.
If Samsung is using child labor, I would like to know about it so I can stop supporting them. I'm already trying to get off of AT&T because they fund OAN.
Indict, convict, put those killer cops in jail. The whole
damn system is guilty as hell!
Indict, convict, put Anti-Rittenhouse in jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, put Anti-Rittenhouse in jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Thank y'all.
Alright, I guess that's it. Welcome back. Conspiracy Castle got kicked out.
I heard.
Yeah, I got the whole thing.
I wish I had seen.
About events like these, see what's going on with our organization as a GTA on the whole community here in Dallas. Feel free to talk to me or Sydney or any of our members today who will raise your hands. If you'd like information, you can talk to one of us. We'll get your information and we'll get your information. It's all about us. We're all we got. Thank you.
Alright. Looks like that's the end of this one.
Sticking around for a little, or are you out too?
I gotta go soon. I apparently committed to a buckball game at my house.
Oh, nice.
And I'm an hour late.
I wanted to get down to that Denton, but I forgot I had a birthday party.
Was it your birthday?
It was not.
You forgot your birthday?
I know, right? But it was my best friend's little 5-year-old girl.
Ah.
And I'm like her favorite person in the whole wide world. So if I didn't go, probably would have never lived up to it. So
That's fair.
yeah.
It was mostly peaceful, so.
Good. Well, that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
See you later, bro.
Stay safe. Take it easy.
Always.
Don't die.
Yeah, I'll try not to.
What's the objective of flag rave style rallies? It's to show off this wonderful font.
Oh no. Rutgers and Dark? Are you like I think the Black Panthers just won't in down again. I think that's what I just said. I think they are.
Sorry to
be disappointed if not a lot going on now.
Yeah, right?
You want me to stick around for a bit? Or?
Well, I need to get my $10 worth of parking out. Yeah. Because I don't make a lot of money.
Well, you got to stay 10 hours?
No, but I don't want to go home yet because I got family over there.
Oh yeah, fuck family, right? All right, well, that's the end of this one. Only lasted an hour. Wasn't nearly as exciting as I may have made it out to be. So I'm gonna get in my car and do athletic stuff. We did get Conspiracy Castle's license plate. I'll upload my stream later. I got Alex Stein's license plate.
Ooh, nice.
Me into fitness? No, but I'm into games.
I'm dangerous.
Like the guys that supported us, Dan Mackey, all those guys that supported us.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and head out.
Okay.
I apparently committed to something back in my house an hour ago that I'm just now finding out about. I'm like, hey, I got a protest. I might not be able to do it. And he's like, oh shit, yeah, we're waiting for you. Everybody's here. Like, no, go fuck yourself. So, stay safe, don't die.
We got some young conservatives.
Oh, the young conservatives are here. Where? Oh no, it's the young conservatives with Toilet Paper USA.
Oh no.
And the Denton Spider-Man. Damn, okay, well, for those of you who don't remember, this is the exact same people that held the anti-abortion rally at Denton. And now they're Spider-Man posing because they think they're flexing on us, I guess. Oh wait, is that Miss Gogurt? Oh, it's not Miss Gogurt.
That's
What's going on? Well, we just ended our event, and now the Young Conservative Texans, the group that had the anti-abortion rally at Denton, or UNT if you remember that, they're here across the street for some fucking reason. I guess Conspiracy Castle wasn't enough, so now we have to get fucking right-wing Spider-Man. Spooderman, Spooderman hates a bunch of people, man. The real Spider-Man would never. Homie in the shades looks like he's ready to throw down. These guys are all bark and no bite. Karen, Crystal, Christina.
Is that Hobie?
Kakapoo.
I thought it was Hobie. He said, yeah.
Spider Chud, Spider Chud. His personality is a dud. He stands on balls and makes a pose. Writing poetry isn't prose. Woo, there goes the Spider Chud. Oh shit, the police are coming out. They're saying, get the fuck away. Fucking shout. Oh no, they're saying, yo, you can't just idle there. Wow, look at these guys. They're standing on the balls. That's very impressive. This is right-wing power at its finest. We cannot compete with these people who pose in front of the giant target balls. Yeah, the pee is stored in those balls. All of Dallas's collective pee is just stored in these balls. Bro, they're just gonna show up for 5 minutes, take a few photos for Twitter, say that they countered everything, and that's it. It's like 300 gallons of pee. I know, that's a lot of pee. And when I get home, I'm gonna unleash, like 30 gallons of my own, specifically on the balls that they were standing on earlier. Spider Chud, Spider Chud. Personality is a dud. Doesn't know how to do anything. So he's
gonna show up after the event is already over and then posture and be like, "Oh, we showed up and
we ran Antifa off."
Yeah, it's like, all right, sure, bud.
But how can we beat people who pose on spherical objects? That is the true power.
That's Spider-Man, dude. He's got real good balance. Better watch out.
They're not even doing anything. I mean, the event's over. I don't know what they're doing. Oh shit.
Many of us are actual activists either in labor or other groups, other mass organizations. And what I found is you're usually going to be burned out if you don't have comrades with a broader perspective to kind of help attaboy you and that sort of thing.
No, yeah, I definitely.
And you got another pamphlet?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Socialism is the path to a more just, more prosperous, and more democratic USA. Sponsored by the Communist Party USA. Hell yeah. Communism, communism. More fun than a pillow fight. More fun than Republicans. They let Kamala be president for 4 minutes and she let Kyle get away. Oh no.
That's bad. It's bad.
Oh no. Well, I think I've seen pretty much everything I need to here.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. There's nothing.
I think I'm gonna head out then.
Go enjoy your football.
Yeah. Bucket ball, actually. It's based off the My Little Pony series. Anyway, good seeing you. I probably won't make the event later tonight, but...
Is there something tonight as well?
There's Trans Day of Remembrance in Denton.
Ah. Today's busy.
Yeah. Yeah, Steven said he got back from like a lynching monument reveal, and then they were at the courthouse, so there's a lot.
Yeah. Well, there was some weird Q convention at a hotel nearby.
Well, of course, they haven't left.
Yeah.
But I'm heading out.
Okay.
Stay safe, don't die.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
To the best of my ability. Give our best shot.
That's that's fair.
Also make it look so fucking cool.
I know, right?
There's the crowd. Not big, but the JFK people are still there. Communism will kill all the fruities? That sounds really homophobic to me. That sounds bop-worthy to me. Hey, can one of my mods take this guy to the bop? Let's go to the bop. 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 I'm gonna do my chat and saying homophobic shit. I'm gonna bop you on your motherfucking head and let you go on side. Get the fuck out of here. Hello, hello, I have my fucking phone. On my way home to play with my friends. I am so cool, everyone loves me. I am the #1 socialist in the world. I am the #1 socialist in the USA. I am the #1 cool guy, 'cause I'm a socialist. That makes me cool and not dangerous. It means I'm on 30 government watch lists. That's the way socialism works. Ah! Alright, well, anyway. That didn't turn out to be nearly as dangerous as I thought it was, so... Give me a second here. Alright, let's turn this off. If you remember that classic Flutter song, you're an OG. That was the ambulance song played by the Flutternator here on FLUT TV. Portland Andy is your daddy. You know, I've heard that once before, but that doesn't make it true. What did Portland Andy ever do? He just stole my content, was like, yo! Portland Andy! This is the Flutternator! Ah! I'm Portland Andy! I love the Flutternator! He's so cool! I wish I could be him! Yeah, let me just take his content so I can pretend that I'm the Flutternator! Ah! I feel like that was a really accurate representation of Portland Andy. In fact, I'm just gonna call him Pandy. Because, you know, Portland Andy sounds a lot like Portland Jake. You know, it's Portland. You know, everyone from Portland just sounds the same, okay? You know, Jake is like, oh, the Flutternator's so cool. Andy's over here like, oh, I love the Flutternator. Oh! And then, you know, all the other chuds are like, damn, this Flutternator guy is so cool. It's a shame that he's a liberal leftist. Otherwise, we could be best friends and maybe, like, suck each other's dicks or something. You know, just like a mutualistic relationship where we can truly express our feelings. I really wish that the Flutternator would love me. You know, I wish my dad loved me. I wish my parents had a better relationship with me. I wish that Q would make Flutter part of a grand conspiracy. Because the Flutternator's just so fucking cool, you know? I love the Flutternator so much. The Flutternator is like the coolest guy ever. And I am lying when I tell myself that Flutter's a bitch. I think Flutternator's the coolest guy ever. And I will no longer be denied my unrequited love for the Flutternator. The good news is, to the chuds that love me, I love you too. It's okay to love me and think that I'm a cool guy. All you have to do is recognize that your political views are very oppressive. All you have to do is open your mind to the fact that black people are being oppressed. All you have to do is admit that Black Lives Matter. That's all it takes. And then we can be friends. We can go to the gun range and I can outshoot you. You can even put a target of me downrange. You can shoot me. I won't even care. A target of me, I should say. Don't actually shoot me. You can make these vaguely threatening gestures, but at the end of the day, while you're emptying bullets into a target of me, I know that that just means that you want to empty your load inside me, okay? I make a lot of people feel this way. It's okay to have these emotions. And once you learn to accept yourself, you can truly begin to accept other people, okay? Anyway, for all the leftists that stayed, thanks for being here. For all the people that tuned in, thanks for being here. For all the trolls that tuned in, fuck you. I love each and every single one of you. I love you. Anyway, that should give you a pretty accurate representation of what it's like to make out with me. All you gotta do is just pull my mutton chops closer to your face. That's all you have to do. Anyway, I need to go home now. Goodbye, chuds. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, Waz. Good night, Moon.